It's a great honor to be named Liberty Mutual Coach of the Year. Something that we've, not necessarily worked towards, but certainly you work hard to have success both on and off the field and in your community, and it's great to be recognized. It's truly an honor to be named with all those fantastic people that have really done some great work. I think it's, you certainly don't shoot for something like that. You just try to do your best, and you try to build a great program and do what's right, and get the kids out in the community and do your own community service and give back. And I think that, it's just something that you do every day, and it's just nice to be recognized. The charities I've chosen are near and dear to my heart. My wife Jessica and I have supported St. Jude Children's Hospital for many, many years, and having children of our own, we can certainly understand the trials and tribulations of raising healthy children, not to mention to raise a child with some type of disease or disability. So we've always supported them and wanted to make sure they understood that they had a place in our heart. And then we're supporting Lawrence First and Goal. Lawrence First and Goal is a foundation that supports pediatric brain tumor research, also cancer services. It was started by a couple friends of mine, John and Marianne Luce, for their daughter Lauren, who was diagnosed with brain tumors. And it's been a great cause. They run a camp every year, and we participate in the camp, our coaches, and it's all volunteer, and every dime raised gets donated to pediatric brain cancer research. And we wanted to help John and with his cause and help families throughout the country dealing with this horrible disease. Well, I think it's great that the University Alumni Association gets a piece of this award as well. They've given me so much. They've certainly done a great job of supporting us and our student athletes, and great to give back. And we hope they can use that to help enhance somebody else's experience here at the university. I think when you're developing student athletes, you want them well-rounded. You want them to have a great experience athletically, obviously, but the academic end of it is very important. And it's also important to get into the community and to serve the community and to do things for other people, to give of yourself. And I think that's something that we've tried to instill in our student athletes as we developed them throughout their 4 and 5 years here. I believe our team had 2 defining moments, if that's possible. One was the game down in St. Augustine in North Carolina, where we had to overcome the obstacle of losing our starting quarterback in the first quarter in a hostile environment with some weather conditions. And the team really did a great job of battling at that time, both offensively and defensively. And then I think the Stonehill game, where we were down by 2 scores late in the game and needed some big drives and some big stops, which we hadn't had throughout the game. And we did that. And I think it gave our team a lot of confidence that no matter what the obstacles or adversities, they could overcome. The impact of those 30 student athletes really can't be quantified. I think what they've done for our university, what they've done for our football program, I think we should all be indebted to them for a very long time. They've given all of themselves, both on and off the field. They've achieved academically. They've gotten into the community. They've done more community service hours than we've asked them to do. They've done things on their own, and I think those are all things that are hard to replace. And the personalities and the things that they've brought to the table in that way have really defined the University of New Haven football program. So these 30 student athletes that are walking out the door are, they're members of our family forever and ever, and they'll always be remembered as the first UNH football team back on the field. Well, they've taught me a lot throughout the last 5 years. Early on, we were the leaders as coaches. And, when I talked to the coaches about being leaders of our program, we didn't have any leaders. We had all freshmen and a couple young transfers, and they really didn't know what to expect. And, we had to lead them. And as time went on, I could see them just throughout the first year grabbing leadership roles and taking on leadership roles and speaking the word of the coaching staff. And I think those things, and that's the reason why you become successful, is not because of great coaches as much as having great leadership amongst your players. The last 5 years have been tremendous here, building a program from scratch. And, I don't think there's any one moment that's defining on building a program. I think it's just layers upon layers of hard work and dedication by the student athletes and the coaches and the administrators. And I think what's next for UNH football is to just continue to move forward. Our goal is always going to be to win a national championship here. Our goal is always going to be to graduate our student athletes. Our goal is always going to be to get out in the community and serve. And, we're going to continue to do that and just try to get better each day at the things that we're doing in order to maybe accomplish something that we haven't accomplished before. A great person once said, if you want something you never had, you got to do something you've never done. So we'll challenge our student athletes over the next 6 months to do something that they've never done. And that's commit 110% to the university football program, go out and recruit outstanding student athletes, only from the state of Connecticut, but from throughout the tri-state area and Florida and all up and down the East Coast, and just try to get the right fit for the university, both academically and athletically. I think going to a national championship game of any caliber, I think it gives you drive and motivation to want to be at that point. That's the pinnacle of your sport, the pinnacle of college football, whether it be the BCS National Championship, the FCS National Championship, Division II or III. You just strive for perfection. You strive to get to that point. And I think that's just going to get the juices flowing and get us ready for a great 2013 and just get us on point mentally and get us ready to focus on getting to that national title game. I think winning this award, obviously, there's a lot of people that you'd want to thank. And I think some of the people are our fans, our alumni, who voted on a daily basis through Twitter. And also our administration, from Steve Kaplan down to Jim McCoy and Debbie Chin, have all been extremely supportive throughout the process. Obviously, my family, my wife Jessica, my 3 kids, Reese, Gianna, Nicholas. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do on the field and the dedication that I have to give to our student athletes. So to have a very supportive family that supports what we do here is, it's a blessing, and I certainly thank them. And, I just want to thank the university community for their support and say, hopefully we can not only bring home a Coach of the Year award in 2013, but a national championship.